Okay guys, so what we're going to look at now is we're going to have a quick look into your customers account just to give you a brief rundown of what they can and can't do on their online account. So as you can see, I'm logged into Bob's online account here. Now you'll immediately see they have a lot more options than you guys have. Okay, they do have standard booking calendar. Okay, that will take them through to their calendar. So if I just have a quick look, as you can see, this is the customer's view of the calendar. Now what you'll also notice is that it leaves these little grey slots after the lessons, which is the travel time that we mentioned in previous videos that it's allotted for your lessons. Okay, so we'll go back to the dashboard and we'll go through the other buttons. So you'll see here they have a balanced topic page. Now what they can do in here is they can go into this balanced topic page and they can prepay for more lessons. So if they have run out of credit and they need to top up to actually confirm a lesson with yourselves, they can do this directly through the website. Now it does save their card details, so it makes it quick and easy for them. They also have driving tests. So if I go into the driving test section, what you'll see here is it will tell the customers that they have credits. So as you can see here on the right hand side, they have a practical test credit and they have a theory test credit. So it tells them here that you have a test credit, but you haven't requested this test yet. So what they can do is they can select on either of these buttons and it will send them through to a request form, which that will come through to our office here and they can request certain days and times. Now this is just their preference, so this won't guarantee that their test will be on that day. What this is just a request with a date on that they would prefer. Go back to the dashboard. What you will also find now is the customer has a track record and a Pass and Go TV buttons as well. Now, unlike your track record side of things in your customer list where you see it as a grid and numbered, we've made it a little bit more palatable for the customers. So if I go into the customers, what you'll see here is it'll show his last lesson. So this is Bob's last lesson, which was on the 22nd of August. And you can see the 4 things that I've graded them on. So I've graded them on moving off safely, changing gear, mirrors, and level crossings. Now, if I've graded this customer a 2 out of 5, it'll give them 2 stars. You can see I've graded them 4 out of 5 for moving off safely. All right, so they can actually see it in a more palatable way. What you'll also notice is they can share this on Facebook and Twitter as well. So that gives more importance to making sure that you're submitting these track records correctly. Because what they want to do is they want to be able to actually share this with their friends and family about their progression. If you're logging track records and they aren't right, the customers will be able to share this online and it'll actually go out to all their friends and family that you're not updating these track records correctly. So if we go through, they can actually see their previous lessons. So you can see the last 2 lessons. So on the 29th of June, it actually clearly states to them, you did not show up for this lesson. So that's a no-show. That's what track record I've submitted as a no-show for this customer. You can also see the lesson on the 19th of June here, that they covered moving off uphill and they covered stopping normally on that day as well. Now, what you will also notice next to certain aspects, there is a little option saying watch this video. Now, these are recap videos that we've put together for the customers to watch. These videos will only unlock once you've actually graded the customer on that subject. Because the last thing you want to do is you don't want the customers jumping forward and trying to watch videos of something where they're nowhere near that level. So if they're just starting off, if they're just covering clutch control, gear changing, pulling off, stop and starting, that kind of thing, the last thing you want them to do is be watching videos on level crossings, or you don't want them watching videos on complex junctions. So these will only unlock as and when you've actually graded them for the first time on that specific subject. Now, these are also specifically handy as well for when the customers come up with the test standard. So obviously in the lessons in the run up to the test, you can't recap every single part of the training that you've done with this customer. So what you do have the option of doing is saying to the customer, maybe a week before the test, okay, what you need to do is just log onto your account and have a watch through your videos just to recap yourself prior to your test, just to make sure all the knowledge is fresh in their head. Now, when they unlock these videos, they can click this link and that will take them through to one of those videos. Okay, so I'm going to click on the moving off safely and you'll see it'll take me through to the moving off safely video. Now it's got the video there and it's also got some little bits of additional information for them to have a read through. Now, to view all of the videos that they've unlocked in one go, that's in the Pass and Go TV section. So I click on Pass and Go TV. What you'll find is you'll find all the videos that this customer is currently unlocked are actually shown here. So the customer can go and watch all these individually. And like I say, this is going to help recapping when they come up to a test standard. If I go back to the dashboard, just a couple of other little buttons to go through. What it says, they have contact instructor. Now this is how they send a message to you. So it comes through to your customer list through messages. This is how they would send you a message. You also have contact Pass and Go. So if customers need to actually message us directly about any concerns or any queries they've got or any help they need, they can message us through contact Pass and Go. You also have the My Profile section. This will allow them to change their addresses. This will allow them to update telephone numbers, put license details in there, theory test certificate numbers, that kind of thing. And then you finally have Shop. Shop will allow them to purchase theory products. This will help them in their training to pass their theory test. It will also allow them to book motorway driving courses and things like that through here as well. So they have a few options there in relation to helping them with their theory. Now, what you'll see on their dashboard as well, on the right-hand side, it will tell them about their balance. So it tells them that they've currently got 2 hours remaining. It also tells this customer he's got 1 practical test credit. That is 1 practical test for the office still to book for them. It also tells him he's got 1 theory test credit for us still to book for him as well. It also informs them of his next lesson, and underneath that you have show more details, so they click on that, and it tells them the pick up and drop off times and locations. And then just underneath that you have the My Instructor details, so it gives them the instructor's name and their instructor's telephone number. Now the instructor's name and telephone number will follow them around each and every page, so if I go to the booking calendar, you'll see that my name and number is there. So this allows customers, if they're sitting on the booking calendar trying to discuss availability or trying to think when they're going to be available to book a lesson, your number's on hand, very easy there, so they can actually call you and discuss that availability. It's the same with top note balances. Your name and number is there, so if they're unsure about how many lessons they still want to book or how many lessons they're going to need to get up to test standard, they can give you a call and get a little bit of advice before they actually go ahead and pay for it. So that's how how the customers see their diary. Okay, so there is quite a lot that the customers can do on there. Okay, now in relation to anything that we've covered in any of these videos, if you do have any questions or if you do require any help, like I say, you can contact our instructor support line on the 0203 number, or you can email us at instructor@passandgo.net. So that is the brief introduction into the customers account. If you have any questions, let us know. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching.